want to talk about Floyd Shivambu. I feel like he's taunting Julius Malema. I think he's forcing Julius Malema to respond, and I feel like Julius Malema was actually moving on from Floyd Shivambu, and I think he's trying so hard to taunt Julius Malema and to get Julius Malema to respond to his antics, and I don't know if Julius Malema should respond because Julius, it seems as if like Julius Malema has been moving on, because we know that ever since Julius Floyd Shivambu left EFF, he brought so many people with him to MK, and it's in a way it looks like as if Floyd Shivambu is trying to destroy EFF, and I don't know if Julius Malema should actually allow him and give him a time of a day, because I watched his interview today with Season Pofu, and he mentioned something that he conceptualized EFF. Forget about him writing down the policies, all everything, but then conceptualizing EFF, meaning like he's the one that came with the concept of EFF. He came with the name, he came with the policies, he came with everything, and it kind of makes it seem like he's the brainchild, he's the one that was the most important person at EFF. Julius Malema was not that important. That's what he's implying with that statement. And with that said, and also with him leaving EFF, and also so having so many people following him, and I don't know, man. That statement, and also that when I watched that podcast, it left me feeling uncomfortable, because I'm like, this the man Julius Malema had right next to him throughout so many years. And also I'm asking myself that, like, how long was Floyd Shivambu plotting against Julius Malema? Julius Malema had this person next to him, and he trusted him, and if not even once, Julius Malema doubted Floyd Shivambu. And during that time where like he was next to Julius Malema, this man was literally plotting against Julius Malema. And I don't know, man, like it makes me feel uncomfortable, because like there's also an interview where Floyd Shivambu was like, forget before politics, this man is my brother. This man is my brother. I've been with him in the trenches, and I'll never betray him. And for him to go back against his own words and to be saying the things that he said, I'm gonna play some minutes of this interview so that you guys can have a listen.
Yeah. In that decision, I'm assuming you are balancing, the harm it might do to the EFF versus the gains that it could do overall to this project of unity, and also to MK. Take us through that balance that you are striking, because obviously...
Look, do you know there's good comrades in the EFF who could play a far much more meaningful role and everything. Some of them are very...
So also that statement that he makes now, that's saying like there's comrades within EFF that can offer a better role somewhere else. So he's saying like in a way, he's saying that EFF is holding some of the comrades backward. That's what he's saying. That's what he's implying. That's his statement. And I don't know, man. I don't think this relationship between Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema will ever be fixed, because I feel like Floyd Shivambu keeps tormenting Julius Malema. He keeps poking Julius Malema, and we know eventually Julius Malema will respond. And I don't think Floyd Shivambu will like the response from Julius Malema, or maybe Floyd Shivambu is saying all these things because he knows that like Julius Malema is not gonna respond. He knows that maybe he knows the deepest skeletons or deepest secrets, that maybe he knows that like if Julius Malema ends up responding, he will expose those secrets. But then the statement that he makes here, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like let me just repeat it again.
Project of unity, and also to MK. Take us through that balance that you are striking, because obviously...
Look, do you know there's good comrades in the EFF who could play a far much more meaningful role.
Exactly, a far much meaningful role. That's not... I would not want someone that used to be my friend to be saying that about my party, and because in a way saying like EFF is holding those comrades backward.
Everything is some of them are very scared. I don't know why they're scared to be expressive and to.
So with that, he's saying some of them are scared. He said you don't know why they're scared to be expressive. This man is just it doesn't want to say it the way it is. But then what is implying, saying that they are scared of Julius Malema. Julius Malema makes it difficult for these people to express themselves. That's what it's implying. And this is so disappointing from Floyd Shivambu. It is so disappointing, because how are you going to like he was literally with Julius Malema throughout the trenches, built EFF together. For him to just like do that, like a 360 turn on Julius Malema like this, it is honestly despicable. It is despicable, and it looks bad on him. And maybe Julius Malema is not my favorite player, my favorite politician, and I always criticize him when he does wrong. But then we need to be objective here, and I'm really being objective here. What Floyd Shivambu is doing here is actually ruining a relationship, and also there's no way this relationship is gonna be resolved. And my thing is, he's being short-sighted here. He's being short-sighted, and he needs to be careful. He needs to tread carefully, because it's not guaranteed that he's going to stay at EFF MK forever. He's not, and right now he's burning those bridges. And for someone as much as Floyd Shivambu, he shouldn't be uttering the things that he's saying. He shouldn't be making statements as careless statements like this ones.
Speak as to what should be the direction of the organization. I heard some of the comrades were saying they were shocked that I went to Mkparty. Majority of the leaders of the economic freedom fighters knew that I'm going to join Mkparty as a party.
Also, this man is literally, I think this man is trying to destroy EFF. I don't know he can be able to do that, but like now, it's like it's making Julius Malema to raise eyebrows and also not to trust anyone within EFF. So this thing is like divide and conquer. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do, and he's continuing to inflict pain in Julius Malema's heart. And I don't know if it's necessary for him to be doing this. I don't know if it's necessary for him to try and cause disturbance and unrest within EFF, because like now, if I'm Julius Malema, I'm gonna ask questions. Who knew that like Floyd Shivambu was going to leave, and why didn't you guys at least like give me the heads up? And I think maybe Floyd Shivambu might actually be lying here. Floyd Shivambu might be lying here. He's just trying to cause destabilization within EFF. It's divide and conquer.
Even in the officials, like some obviously they came to beg me and say, no, please don't tell the president. The president did not know, and I did not see the need to talk to him about it. I canvassed the perspective with everyone.
I think the relationship between Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu is non-existent. I mean, it's just so disappointed. It is so disappointing to see that, like, how for me, I'm gonna say it. Floyd Shivambu sold out, and I'm sorry that I know that I have many MK subscribers on my channel, but then Floyd Shivambu sold out. He sold to the highest bidder, and for me, I'm losing all the respect that I had for Floyd Shivambu. For me, it doesn't strike. For me, I used to look at Floyd Shivambu so much respect, but for me right now, I don't think he's a man of integrity. He has no integrity whatsoever, because this is so disappointing. He could have just decided to leave and not make any statements. Julius Malema has not make any statement attacking him. Why should he do this? Why should he like try and cause destabilizations within EFF?
Else, and then when I later on communicated the decision, then they said, please don't tell him that we knew through.
Also, why don't you expose those people that knew? Just expose them, because like now you have no affiliate, you know all them anything. Expose them. So like now, if it could have been anyone, it could have been Tambo, it could have been Undlozi, it could have been Dlamini, it could have literally been anyone. So I just feel like Floyd Shivambu just trying to cause division within EFF, and I don't think Julius Malema should actually entertain anything that Floyd Shivambu has to say in this interview, because it just gonna cause destabilization of EFF.
Out that you're going to take this progressive decision, so that he doesn't look at us with doubt. And then I said, okay, that's fine. I won't tell him that. If you feel telling him like that in the future, you'll be able to tell him. And some of them even went to pretend to be crying in the meeting of the Central Command team that, no, we did not know. We were shocked and all of those other things there. So it was a properly canvassed view. It was not a view that I just woke up and everyone else is shocked. It was a properly canvassed perspective that.
I think when all is said and done, Floyd Shivambu looked back at this decision of him leaving EFF, and also him making these remarks, going to this podcast and making such statement. I think he's gonna look back with so much regret. It might not happen in 2 years, in 3 years, but then down the line, he's gonna look back with so much regret, because some of these things